In the red.
Tasteless.
In the red, we have our Terran player, a GSL champion, dominating that previous game. He is
NS 호소 짝지.
his opponent having some of the worst play that I've ever seen him give up. Hopefully he can turn it around and come back. He is
Players GanZI.
Whenever I'm casting GanZI, I want to call him Gonzo for some reason, like the Muppet.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what it is. There,
well, Gonzo was awesome, right?
Gonzo was awesome.
Well, that's what GanZI means.
Oh, okay, we got it together. That's right. GanZI does mean
That's
awesome.
why you want to do it.
Yeah, it's an honest mistake. I had to get it off my chest.
Tasteless.
Yeah, but you can't do that.
Awesome.
That would just be totally misleading to our viewers.
I guess so.
But that'd be fine. We could do that. I like cast myself in third person in the game.
He is blue this game. Gonzo's blue.
Oh God, is that a coincidence? I don't think so.
No.
Jjakji is the other idea that for some reason it's hard for me to process. You know what I mean? Whereas an ID like MC or something, very, very easy.
Do you like the ones where it's just letters that you say, like strings of letters? I am
like
MVP.
MMA or something.
Yeah.
So in Season 1 Codes, round of 32, GanZI 2-0 to jjakji. Does that mean anything now? So far, no.
Yeah, pretty much. Looks like GanZI going to be the one teching up this time. He did go gas first. jjakji, on the other hand, going for the gasless expansion. Where's your attack? There it is. And he's going to realize, oh, gas first. Could it be the same build? Well, by the placement of that, it looks like not.
It looks like it should be a Banshee build.
Well, there's actually a lot of things this could be. Because he's thrown down the tech lab on the barracks. It could be the Reaper Medevac Hellion. It could be, a Banshee build, obviously. That's the easy answer. And it looks like it could be tanks as well, or Blue Flame. I don't think Blue Flame, though. That'd be kind of crazy.
By the way, jjakji's 10-1 on this map,
wow.
And GanZI picked this map.
What a fool.
The fool. I don't know why anybody would do that.
Well, that 10-1 is a little bit misleading. I think that those are all TVZs and TVPs for the most part. What's his TVP?
I don't know,
record?
man. I mean, the last season of GSL was the one that...
What, a lot of TVPs.
TVPs
was Puzzle.
Did he? I remember winning more TVTs. Maybe I'm actually remembering strong. We've cast so many games.
I think you're thinking of someone else.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh my God, Blue Flame. Neato.
Oh, that's interesting.
Really quick Blue Flame. We haven't seen this for a while in TVT. Just a Blue Flame expansion opening. That's really cool, though. I have no doubt he'll make a reactor with his barracks relatively soon, so that as Blue Flame finishes up, he can have a lot of Blue Flame Hellions out.
All right. That SCV is pretty well hidden, just hiding under the tree.
Like a Christmas present.
Yeah.
But it's not Christmas anymore.
It's not Christmas anymore. In fact, it's GSL.
Open that SCV up.
See what's inside.
It's like all blood. It's like, I didn't want blood
for
Christmas.
It's got organs and stuff. I'm like, oh, why would we do that? All right, so he's going to keep cranking out Hellions. Now, he's got to be careful not to let those Hellions attack anything, and that'll because if all it takes is for jjakji to see the blue flame, you get a very good idea of what's actually going on.
And in fact, there is a Viking first, but he does have the Starport, so we might be seeing
He's
the
also
blue flame
supply
Hellion
blocked
drop
right now,
relatively soon. In fact, both players are supply blocked. It's a hard depot to hit, I guess.
Oh no!
He just showed off the blue flame at the.
Oh boy!
He had just attacked the bunker of jjakji, so jjakji knows it's blue flame. And scouts it. I mean, he totally knows now, man. It's not just partway knows anymore.
And we're going to have to wait and see if jjakji can defend this or not. I have the hunch that he will. And I'm not even going to base that off just the builds I see. I'm based that off every single GanZI game I've seen today.
Well,
it's like GanZI's running at him, and then he just steps on a rake and then slips on a banana peel.
You know what's kind of cool, though, about what GanZI is doing? He already has Blue Flame, he's going Reactored Hellions, and he's making a lot of Vikings. Don't forget you can land Vikings. And, I mean, if he cleans up Marines with the Hellions, then Vikings landing on siege tanks, along with a little bit of Hellions, I mean, that can be pretty nice. But, in fact, he only made 2 Vikings, and now he is looking like he's going to... No, he just moved the starport. He originally was going to land at the tech lab.
It's going to look nicer over here.
I guess
better
so.
for the feng shui of my base.
It's important, man. It actually is.
Yeah.
Stuff is dropped in your basement. You better have your feng shui in line.
You got to have that feng shui set up. You're not going to put a chair pointing at the open door. That doesn't make any sense.
I turn my meta back around when it's a beautifully laid out base.
All right. So a nice little swipe in there by GanZI. Doing some damage.
GanZi's actually going mech, Tasteless.
I like it.
Yeah.
You like it.
I really like it.
All right, 2 Vikings versus 1 Viking. I think we all know who wins this.
1 Viking? No.
No, silly guy.
So, it looks like we're going to have Bio versus Mech. We already have siege tanks being made by jjakji. That's very quick against Mech to have siege tanks being made this quickly.
And it looks like jjakji's, you know, playing pretty tight right now. Artosis and I do both prefer mech and TDT. We just think it's better.
It is better
once you get to the late game. But you know, a lot of this will depend on how good is GanZI at doing mech.
Yeah, that's very true. We've never seen GanZI actually do mech. At least I certainly haven't. He hasn't done it in the GSL. GanZI is a notorious Marine user. I mean, he just macros them like crazy. He actually does Marine tank very, very well. So it's cool to see him switch over. More and more players now. Finally switching back over to
This
mech.
is one of the maps I think it's a little bit more dangerous to go mech on, though. The third base and the expansion.
You get spread pretty thin at times, for sure.
We got a drop here. And this could be huge.
Yes, it certainly could. And we'll have to see how many SCVs can he actually get.
So far, not enough, actually.
Yeah, he's killed on that drop.
Actually, that was really weird. He did not. He killed like 4 or something?
He killed 5 on that.
5, okay.
Yeah. Not so much. It's not all that great of a drop, but, he doesn't need the Hellions all that much right now. And, that's the thing. If he does, like, several Hellion run-ins, a Hellion drop or 2, and one of them gets a lot, it pays for all the others.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Siege mode up. The SCVs are going to have to be evacuated.
Now, GanZI might be in a lot of trouble, Tasteless. He has almost no units at home.
He's throwing out too many Hellions, and there's a push coming at his base.
jjakji almost has stim. He has 4 tanks.
Oh, and he's unsieging right now.
Oh, looks like he's in so much trouble.
Oh, my God.
He might just spread and stim in there when stim finishes. Definitely a possibility.
Yeah, stim is almost done now.
And he snipes that tank. Well done on snipe. Oh, good 2 snipes, but very few units left.
Yep. Not a lot to protect that those siege tanks.
I think GanZI has just enough. Just enough so jjakji can't really do it.
Ooh. And it looks like jjakji, I was going to say agrees with you, Artos. Now it looks like he's bouncing back. And once again, Hellions being denied here.
GanZI has to be careful. He is sneaking an expansion right now.
Yeah, the bottom right corner of the mini-map. Now,
GanZI is so weird with that starport, man. He moved it, built a tech lab, built a Banshee, lifted it up, put it next to the near the tech lab, but nothing's at the tech lab, and now he's making Vikings again. What is GanZI doing with this starport? That's what I want to know. That's the story of this game to me, Tasteless.
It is a bit peculiar that he would just have a starport with nothing next to it. And then there's an idle tech lab.
Yeah. I guess he wants Vikings, so he's like, whatever. I'll just build a factory there later. All right, GanZI.
The thing is, jjakji's taking a very safe expansion, and GanZI is not. And if this expansion of GanZi's is spotted by jjakji can't just go in and kill it. And then jjakji will be in a safer position. So I'm curious, guys.
Yeah.
And I think it's only a matter of time before that expansion is checked. That is the #1 location, along with the upper left corner, for expansions to take. Okay, GanZi's moving out now. jjakji is in his hood. He's in his territory.
He is indeed.
These are his streets.
And GanZI actually, I wonder if he's just doing some zoning defense right now, just kind of keeping his army on the move, so it's hard to predict where it is to defend.
Takes out that depot.
You know what?
Making GanZI respect jjakji's position on the map.
You know, I'm actually a little bit afraid for GanZI because he doesn't have a Raven, and I feel like without that Raven, when jjakji already has siege tanks, if he sets up a contain on GanZI, he's going to have such a hard time actually getting through that.
We got a lot of Hellions coming through here.
A lot of Marauders, though.
Oh, nice defense. So, we still have this contain here by jjakji. Oh, okay, is he going to intercept? His army's not really put together here.
Goes off that medevac. Well done. jjakji doesn't really have a lot of medevacs.
I don't know if GanZI's supposed to be pushing. He's doing that one of those weird 150 supply timing pushes.
Yeah, he's got to be really careful, man, that's for sure. And, you know, especially without any Ravens in there.
Okay, he's continuing to inch out there.
jjakji continues to run around. He's got his army split into
now
a few pieces.
He might have gone around his opponent. I think, no, I was going to say, I think GanZI can get over to that expansion. It's kind of tough to read this, guys. Their movements are, they're playing a big chess game here in the middle of the map, trying to outmaneuver the other guy until one guy is like in a position that's too far out.
And, you know, GanZI still has that hidden expand. It's still mining, dropping mules there, has some SCVs there. He's just taking the gases. If jjakji scouts that, that's going to be a great position that he gets into. I don't know what GanZi's actual plan is here. This is like a really weird way to play mech, the way he's playing it right now. It looks like he's just trying to max out. I mean, he is finally upgrading, but...
All right, there's a lot of siege tanks. How many siege tanks does he have total, Artosis? GanZI does?
He has 18 against 8 of
God, I thought it was 15, but yeah, that's even better.
Yeah.
It's even better, guys, believe it or not.
Crazy.
The Vikings doing a great job. jjakji might actually be in perfectly fine shape.
Yeah, jjakji's still doing fine. You know, he has a lot of siege tanks still. And when you have siege tanks and you set up some sort of containment line, and GanZI tries to move forward with his siege tanks, you stim everything and just run in. And if they don't have point defense drone, I feel like that's very
he's going for it. He is going for it.
GanZI coming
takes out the siege tank. SCVs come out to try to defend the siege tanks. Rushing down to try to save this location. So many SCVs taking heavy damage right now.
But it looks like he will lose that army at least.
However, there's another attack at the 4th base for GanZI, and it looks like he might get it right before it finishes, causing a cancel.
Pretty powerful because jjakji has taken another base. But, you know, I don't know. He's not mining from his 3rd.
He's doing another counter.
Ooh, jjakji all over the place. But GanZI does set up a huge siege line.
Okay, he's found Hidden Expo. He knows for sure now. And nice, he's going over here, dropping to this location. It looks like there should be more than enough for GanZI to take it out, but how much is GanZI going to lose in this process? I'm not sure.
Well, he's losing all of his add-ons, which means that he has to either remake them or only make Hellions. His supply has dropped. He's down to 150 again, and that is not a good thing. But
I can't believe he didn't stim and go in there and attack those tanks when they were not in siege mode.
Well, his tank number is actually really strong right now. He's got 20 tanks against just 3 of his opponents. He's killed off the medevacs as well. So even though his bases have fallen apart a little bit, and he's lost his add-ons, and he's lost a lot of SCVs, 20 siege tanks and a bunch of Vikings is really good. It
looks like we're going to see a base trade.
No.
Okay, jjakji is going in. Once again, I think he realizes there's nothing in here.
Yeah, very little in there indeed.
But
SCV's coming out again.
Siege tanks at the top of the map, obliterating that base over there. Looks like what he might try to do is just ignore the siege tanks, take out all the key expansions and structures, and deal with the tanks at the end of this game.
jjakji is still maxed out, but GanZi's army has the potential to kill everything he has. I mean, if he can just float some buildings away, which he's starting to do. He has air dominance. He has a lot of siege tanks. He has some SCVs with him.
Oh man, this is a weird position.
You know, jjakji has twice the supply, but I actually think GanZI wins
Actually,
this.
I'm not sure. I'm like,
I think GanZI wins it.
I'm not entirely sure.
You know, only 2 siege tanks, I believe. Let me check. Oh, actually, he has 4. It's a hard one, but I think GanZI can take this.
Oh man, we can't even really lift off these buildings because the Vikings are just going to wreck them.
Yeah. And, you know, the air dominance, the huge siege tank amount. Basically, jjakji is going to have to make a line that's hard to break for GanZI.
All right, well, he is remaking his depots now so that he'll no longer be supply blocked. The GanZI still not supply blocked, although he's at 95 supply to the 171.
It's a huge difference.
It really is. So basically, GanZI has a smaller, stronger army, but I would say jjakji's army is a little bit more nimble, flexible, in how it can get around. But then again, I mean, the raw amount of damage that
that's all
GanZI
nice for candlesticks tasteless,
Yeah.
but this is StarCraft 2.
And that guy's jjakji, his name ain't Jack, man. Now,
It's not jjakji.
not jjakji, jump over the candlestick.
Oops.
Now, who has more SCVs, Artosis?
All right, definitely 53 to 8, jjakji in his favor there. Basically, all he needs to do is kill the tanks. Can he kill these tanks? That's hard to say. And oh
He's
my
gonna
god,
go
oh my
for
god, he catches him on.
Oh,
okay,
they're not in
that's
siege mode!
free win.
It's too late.
Wow.
Oh my god, everything died so fast. Had those siege tanks in siege mode. Oh man.
GanZI,
jjakji sat there and waited like a giant trap for a spider.
he did. I'm
Caught
surprised
that
that GanZI is like sitting around unsieged and stuff. That's
Yeah, that was a little bit weird.
You basically just cannot do that. You cannot, if you're unsieged, of course,
All
the
he
bio
needed
will
to
kill you.
do was leapfrog the siege tanks forward towards the additional bases.
Yeah. Well, that's what he needs to do until he gets up to the siege line and see if he can break it. It's a hard situation.
Tough break for GanZI because he basically had 3 games that actually made me pity him.
It was
I pitied
a hard.
I pitied him in those games.
man.
And then the one game where it seems like he can do it, at the last second he loses in a base race.
Tasteless pitied you.
Huh?
Tasteless pitied you, Chuck.
You got my pity that time.
GanZI.
No, man, poor GanZI. That's too bad. Well, he's no longer good enough to stay here in GSL.
Well, he's in Code A now, man.
Yep.
We'll have to see if he can come back.
He's
I
in
think he
nerd
has a
hell
good
in
show-
Code A.
Good chance, but Code A
Nobody
is
wants to be in
ridiculous,
Code A, man.
It's stacked.
That's where they torture you. It's action nerd hell, where Wolf takes hot pokers and sticks them in the nerd's armpits. They go, whoa!
Exactly.
They don't like that feeling, Artosis.
No, they don't like it at all.
You want to be in Code S. You don't want to be in Code A. Because if you're in Code A, there's a chance you're going to get knocked out of Code A, and then you are to some degree irrelevant in the GSL.
To some degree.
To some degree. Not totally.
Not to me.
Not to you.
Everyone's relevant to me.
Yeah.
I'm just full of love and happiness. All right, so party
we're gonna
against jjakji rematch coming up next.
Yep, we'll be back soon here at the GSL.
Marine 해병 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 Marine 해병